My name's Nikita Fajita, and this is my review of the Catwalk C2 Plus Enhanced VR Treadmill from the perspective of somebody who's walked more than 1,500 miles in VR on a different Catwalk VR treadmill. That treadmill was a Catwalk C2 Core, and there's a lot of differences between the C2 Core and the C2 Plus Enhanced. 8 big reasons, and we're gonna go over all of them, and then I'm gonna give you my recommendation. So before we get into it, I wanna tell you guys what the C2 Core is. The C2 Core is just a base VR treadmill, nothing super special about it. You can play all the same games on the C2 Core that you can on the C2 Plus Enhanced. But the C2 Plus Enhanced just has added features. I'd also like to note that there is a mid-tier treadmill just called the C2 Plus, and I never owned that one, so I'm not going to compare too much to it. The only differences I know between the C2 Core and the C2 Plus is that it has haptic feedback, and it also has cool blue lights. And I know it's confusing, the C2 Plus is different from the C2 Plus Enhanced. So you have the Catwalk C2 Core, the Catwalk C2 Plus, and the Catwalk C2 Plus Enhanced. 3 different treadmills. At number 1, the biggest upgrade for me is the haptic feedback. It feels magical, it's super immersive, I really love it. The base vibrates, the base of the machine vibrates, and it vibrates the whole machine up, so you kind of feel it in your back and in your feet, and it's super cool. You're hitting things and you're feeling it, okay? It's super cool. I would like to note though, that the C2 Plus had this feature. I just never had a C2 Plus. So it's pretty mind-blowing to me. Coming in at number 2 is the big software upgrade that came with the C2 Plus Enhanced. You can't get this with the C2 Core. And it comes with this armband right here, and you put it on right here where I have this cool tattoo, which, you know, was not planned that way, but it works out perfectly. This is where you put the armband, and then it will track your fitness metrics. Now you can have a Pip-Boy basically, okay, in any game you're playing that will show you your fitness metrics, your calories burned, your steps taken, all of that jazz. It's really convenient, great for tracking like anything fitness, which is great. As you know, I lost 50 pounds playing VR. I kind of got fat again, but I'm working on it, okay? And this is great for working on it. Also, I'd like to note, this is really great for streaming if you're thinking about streaming VR fitness, because you could show on the screen to your viewers your steps taken and your calories burned and all that stuff, which is really great, because I used to get asked all the time, oh, how many steps did you take today, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't really know, I couldn't really look at it. So, I mean, it's really cool that I can see it in real time and they can see it in real time. And if I have a goal of hitting like 10,000 steps for the day, I'll know when I hit it instead of having to look at it later. Also, this band tracks your heart rate, which is cool because before I got this, I actually bought this, okay? This is a heart rate monitor from Pulsoid, so I could put it on the screen what my heart rate is when I'm streaming and keep track of my calories burned and stuff. I don't really need this anymore now that I have this. Though, one thing I want Cat VR to do is make the cool widgets that Pulsoid has, okay? I'm not saying steal their idea completely, but like, that's why I'll keep Pulsoid, all right? I'm gonna use this, but I'm also gonna still use my Pulsoid because they have cool widgets and I can make my heart rate look cool on the screen. Coming in at number 3 is noise reduction. The C2 Plus Enhanced has about 30% noise reduction. It has like foam under there now that I guess makes it less noisy. I haven't noticed a huge difference, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I do wear headphones pretty much every time I play on the VR treadmill because for me it helps with the balance, and I usually use PC VR. They are noisy, you can hear it in my house everywhere. I play on the 2nd story and everybody in my house knows. VR treadmills are noisy. I've tried multiple brands and they're all noisy, okay? You're gonna hear it throughout the whole house, especially if you're on the 2nd story. It's just how it is, even with the noise reduction. So keep that in mind before you buy a VR treadmill. If you're in an apartment, it might not be for you. You might wanna check with your neighbors. I just wanna give you a heads up. I don't want you to buy something that you can't actually use. Number 4 ties into number 3 with that padding underneath the treadmill. It's supposed to be easier on your joints now, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I never had any problems with the other treadmill, and I did 1,500 miles on it. I did get knee issues for a little bit, but it was unrelated, and you're gonna think I'm full of crap, but it's true. I did 400 squats on the VR treadmill. Maybe it's the VR treadmill, how my foot was placed. You know, it's kind of like up a little bit. But after I did 400 squats on the VR treadmill, I got a thing called jumper's knee, where if you repeat like the same exercise over and over, you might hurt your knee. And I probably would have hurt my knee whether I was on the treadmill or not. But I was on the treadmill when I hurt my knee, but my knee's all better now. So take that however you want to take it. But I think that I hurt myself because I did 400 squats all in one day, all in about a 2-hour period. And that's probably not great for a person to do. Also, if anybody's going to get hurt on it, on the VR treadmill, I think it would be me because I have hypermobile joints. I'll show you. Look at this. Okay. And that makes me really prone to injuries, but I actually haven't hurt myself on it. So take that however you want to take it, but I'm not a doctor and I don't know your body. So, you know, use your best judgment. Number 5 is lighter shoes and resistance customization. So this is what the old shoe looked like. And this is what the new shoe looks like. They look very similar, except the new ones are lighter. One takeaway though, is they're also tighter, okay? That's one thing I don't like about the new shoes is they're tighter, because something I preach a lot is don't step off the treadmill with these shoes, okay? Because you can pick something up off the ground with the shoes and then track it onto your treadmill and scratch up the base. And I have done that before. With these shoes, since they're a lot tighter, I can't get them on when I'm on the treadmill like I used to do. And I actually have to sit on my bed and put them on before I get on the treadmill. And that's a big oof because I feel like I could be picking stuff up and putting it on the treadmill and potentially scratching it up. But other than that, it's great, okay? It's great that it's lighter because when I first started using the C2 core with those original shoes, I would get some soreness, like, let me show you my leg, right here. I'm sure that was a great angle. I would get some soreness there, okay, until I like built up whatever muscle or whatever right there, okay? But I did. All right, I don't get sore there anymore, and I haven't gotten sore at all with these new shoes, but it might be already that I built up those muscles a while ago. Number 6 is the seat module. So it comes with the C2 Plus Enhanced. You can get it for the C2 core, but it costs a lot extra. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I think it was supposed to be like $400 or something. And I did buy it for the C2 core, and then I never ended up putting it on there. And that's because I used the catwalk for exercise. I wanted to move my butt and not give myself any excuse to sit down. Not to say that you can't do that. A lot of people use the VR treadmill just to have an immersive experience and they don't really care about fitness that much. But for me, I care about fitness that much and I don't want to use it and I don't want to enable myself, so I never put it on there. Now, I did put it on the new treadmill that I got. Why did I do that? I did that because I made a setup video and I wanted to show you guys how to do it. Though I kind of refuse to use it, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna take it off because I just don't want to enable myself. But there are people who really love it, and I think if you want to use it, you should use it, and don't let my opinion change that. Like, check out ReadyPlayerFamily. Number 7 is cool lights. The C2 Plus Enhanced has cool lights. Now, I gotta tell you that the C2 Plus also had cool lights. I just never had that treadmill. The C2 Core does not have any cool lights. I recommend cool lights. They make me feel cool, except they're not super great when I'm trying to key things in with my green screen. But other than that, they're pretty awesome. Number 8 is its rollability. Okay, this is exclusive to the C2 Plus Enhanced. It's now easier to move around because there's like wheels in a certain spot for it. I used to have to like put it on its little feet and then like, okay, I don't know how to explain it other than that, okay? But it wasn't easy to move and I needed 2 people to move it. Now you don't need 2 people to move it, which is good. Also, the C2 Plus Enhanced has feet coverings on it. My core did not have that, and I think I would damage them if I moved it the way I used to move it. So that's good. Not that I'm gonna move it anywhere anyway, but it's nice that I can move it. So considering all that information, what's my recommendation to you? Well, that really depends on what you want out of it. Do you just want the base experience of walking in VR? Do you want more than that? What's your budget like? So there's 3 VR treadmills, like I said, right? The C2 Core, the C2 Plus, and the C2 Plus Enhanced. I just looked on their website, and all I see now is the C2 Core and the C2 Plus Enhanced. So we're just gonna talk about those 2 options. So what do I recommend? I think you get more happy per dollar with the C2 Core because you're going from no treadmill to having a treadmill and that awesome experience of walking in VR. You get the necessities, right? But with the C2 Plus Enhanced, you have just a more immersive experience with the haptics. It's supposed to be better on your joints, it's supposed to be less noisy. It's just a better experience overall. So it really depends on your budget. What do I recommend to most people? I recommend the C2 Core to most people because of its price point. I don't want you to waste your money on something you're not going to like. And I wish that there was a place you could go and just try out these treadmills before you buy them. I really think they deserve to be in Best Buy by now. Basically, if you have the budget for it and you're gonna get one of these treadmills, I recommend the C2 Plus Enhanced. And if you're on a budget and you really just wanna walk in VR, I recommend the C2 Core. And if you're gonna get one of these treadmills, use my coupon code, save some money, and full disclosure, it gives me a little bit of money if you buy one. But no pressure, and I really want you to make the best choice for you. And next Saturday, I'm gonna put out another video comparing all the different VR treadmills I've tried so far. So stay tuned for that. And thank you for watching.